January 21, 2023. Dalton Clodfelter, pushing Kanye on campus. Dalton Clodfelter is a neo-Nazi, anti-Semitic, bigot currently residing in Vero Beach, Florida. Clodfelter comes from a family that supports his antisemitism, and he recently married into another family that also shares his views. Clodfelter's parents, Bryan and Kimberly Clodfelter, continue to work within the Asheboro City School district and appear to be outspoken supporters of their son's neo-Nazi propaganda, never denouncing their son's supremacist agenda or rhetoric. His father-in-law, Sergeant Pedro Vazquez, is a United States Army recruiter operating out of Duma, Texas, and is an open and avid supporter of his racist son-in-law and daughter. In 2019, Clodfelter also enlisted in the United States Army. Clodfelter is an active white nationalist live streamer where he can be heard denying the extent of the Holocaust. In a May 2022 live stream, Clodfelter asked, "Can we talk about the Holocaust, please? Can we just have a discussion about it and why maybe some of the numbers are inflated? Like, just question it." In another live stream, Clodfelter outrageously declared that he doesn't have any hate in his heart for Nazis, and proclaims that burning sexually degenerate books is an example of something positive that the Nazis brought to the table in Germany in the 30s and 40s. Clodfelter has partnered with several white nationalists including Nick Fuentes and Stu Peters. In February 2022, Clodfelter appeared as a special guest speaker at Fuentes' America First conference. Fuentes was featured as an Antisemite of the Week by Stop Antisemitism in 2019. Fuentes is also known for helping Antisemite Kanye West in his 2024 presidential bid. West was named the 2022 Antisemite of the Year. Radical right-wing broadcaster Stu Peters gave fascist Dalton Clodfelter a nightly program on his network in 2022, a platform which Clodfelter uses to openly promote white nationalism. Clodfelter operates various anti-Semitic, bigoted social media accounts where a recent post shows him participating in blackface and slinging homophobic and racial slurs. On January 18, Dalton Clodfelter organized an openly anti-Semitic event at Florida Atlantic University. With the help of fellow white nationalist Tyler Russell, the two were canvassing the university by pushing Kanye West's latest anti-Semitic agenda. Video footage shows Clodfelter referring to West's words and actions as admirable, and he is seen laughing and ridiculing a Jewish student to the point of tears. This is a common theme among his college/university visits. Several brave FAU students quickly gathered and organized a counter-protest to Clodfelter, Russell, and the other accomplices who were promptly removed from campus. Clodfelter has pledged to return to other universities with the same anti-Semitic message in the coming weeks. He has titled this mission College Campus Invasions with the hashtag #YeIsRight and claims to be spreading a message of love. We need your help to stop Dalton Clodfelter's hateful rhetoric and organizational ability.
New at 5, we're hearing from some in the Jewish community who tonight are outraged over a display on the campus at Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton involving a social media movement called Ye is Right. That started after rapper Kanye West, who now goes by Ye, sent a series of anti-Semitic tweets. Taylor Hernandez is here in the studio with a look at just what happened. Taylor?
Well, several clubs and organizations were set up yesterday to show students different ways to get involved on campus. But it was one table in particular that has some wondering just how far First Amendment protections go in free speech.
Makes me a little bit nervous because I've never come so close to anti-Semitism before.
FAU senior Amanda Barretts describes herself as a proud Jewish woman. She says she was shocked to see the table set up by some Kanye West supporters with a banner reading, "Ye is right, change my mind."
Yesterday on campus was the first time that I personally have ever been that close and have had a, in-person, face-to-face experience with anti-Semitism.
I have seen anti-Semitism before, and this feels different these days. Anti-Semitism is much stronger.
FAU did tweet a statement condemning the presence of the, quote, Ye is Right group. That tweet eliciting divided responses, some saying the university violated the free speech of demonstrators, while others praised the university's response.
It wasn't about freedom of speech. The people that were standing there, they were fearing for their safety as well. And that's where, in my opinion, it goes way past freedom of speech.
But Central Florida First Amendment attorney Larry Walters says the Constitution does not have an exemption for hate speech.
Speech can be both awful and protected by the First Amendment at the same time.
In this story over on WPBF.com, you can find our recent coverage of anti-Semitic incidents in Palm Beach and Martin counties. I'll also have a link to the Hillel organization where you can learn more about the work they do in our community. Taylor Hernandez, WPBF 25 News.
Another instance of blackface this Halloween came from white nationalist, Christian fascist, Dalton Clodfelter, all right? So this guy defended himself and his behavior in a lengthy, rambling, anti-LGBTQ plus and racist statement that read in part, and I quote, let's put the full one up, but here's a part of what he said. Yeah, I think I say, and he puts the N-word, I think I do blackface on Halloween. I think I do whatever the F I want because at least I care and have a moral standard I hold myself to. Wow. Now remember, what's the backdrop of this? People like Lil Tucker Carlson, saying, proclaiming, hate speech does not exist. Wait a minute, hate speech does not exist? That's literally the new adopted narrative from the right. So I submit to you, Tucker, anything that is done or said which a person on the other end is receiving due to the fact that they have a certain skin color, or maybe they have a sexual orientation, preference, or even religion. When that is done against an entire group because of those qualities connected to them, when there's adverse rhetoric to suggest they should die or not have access to opportunity, or they should be stoned, that's hate speech.